Hello, I am going to teach you how to work assignment number 1 for spelling, which is the word sort. Um, First is you need to have a Google Doc. So at the bottom of your page, you won't see it on mine, but at the bottom of your page, you'll see like a black bar, and most likely you will see a little sign that says that's the symbol for the Google Docs. Let me show you what that looks like. Um, it looks like that at the bottom of your page, like in the bottom black part. Okay, so you can just click on that and start a new one, or if you're at home, you go to the waffle. Again, make sure that you're signed in. You can kind of just barely see me, but signed in. If you don't see like your initial or whatever you have as your icon, then you need to go and change it so that you're signed into Google. So that's kind of what you do. Right here again, waffle, you can just go to docs, or if it's not on your in this area, you can go to more and it will give you more at home. But here at school, this should be a pretty easy step. So you'll click on that, and I already have mine ready. You'll do this again, labeling this correctly, making sure you have KM or Christy or whatever. I mean, that's mine, so whatever you would like for yours. So assignment number 2, we're actually going to use the same document, so just be prepared to add the next name under here, but don't worry about that right now. Okay, so we're going to insert, just like the example showed us, we're going to insert a table. Actually, we're going to go to table, sorry. We're going to go to table, insert, and since there's 5 vowels, we're going to just do 5 across. That's 5 columns of, and for the next assignment, we're going to need a lot more. So I'm just going to prepare you now to go like that. Okay. For the next assignment, you may need more than that because you guys are super awesome like that, and you're just going to fill this sucker up. You can just go and add more. There might be a gap, but that's okay. So you can see there's a gap, but it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. And there you go, you have more. If you don't need that many or whatever, you can erase them, and that kind of looks like this, where you would highlight it and you can delete the 3 rows, and that's how that works. Or if you don't want this at all, you can undo it by pushing Control Z, and that will undo the last thing you did. So if you just accidentally made a table, you can push Control Z and that will erase it. But it's only for the last thing you did, okay? Now we're going to label these short. This is our pattern. Short A, short E, short I, short O, and short U. Whoops. U. Okay. Some things that you may want to do just to practice. You don't necessarily have to have this done, but we will need to know these things up here eventually, so why not practice it now? This is called the alignment. You can have it right alignment, you can have it centered, or you can have it left alignment, or, well, you'll never, I mean, in my class you will not need this, so we're not going to use that one, but we're going to go with centered. And then we're going to go to bold, and we're going to bold it, and we're going to make it a little bit bigger than the rest. So let's maybe make it 18. Okay, so that's what that looks like. You're going to go and put your spelling words now. I don't have the spelling words in front of me, and even if I did, it's probably better that I don't give all the answers away. So I'm just going to go with short A that I can think of, and that would be like cat and camel. You know, just I would keep going and doing all sorts of others. E might be Ted. bed. You know, anyway, those are some ideas. Now, if you do not want to make a table, that's okay. You can do the other suggestion that I did, and that's just go like this and put short A, short E, short I, short U, whoops, I forgot O, that's all right, short O, then U, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, then it's going to do that. If you push enter, it's going to do that. So if you push the backspace will get rid of that extra thing, because you don't really, I don't want you to have this as a number. And then you can start writing your list. So my first one would be cat. Now to separate my words, I'm going to put a comma, camel, and it always likes to capitalize the first thing, so I'm just going to, you can have it a capital, but I don't want it to be. And then you keep going with your spelling list. Any additional ones you would just add to the end. That, I mean, I'm using really simple words, so I mean yours are a little more complex, so we'll talk about the next assignment in a few minutes. Here you go. Hopefully if you have questions you can ask me or your partner. Start with your partner, start with them, and then maybe move on to people that you know understand how to do this, and you can ask them next. And then if that still doesn't work, come and raise your hand and I will help you, but please try a little bit. Okay, again, good luck. Thanks. Bye.